Welcome to the Nevis newscast for Monday, May 17th, 2021. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Efforts to increase awareness and educate our communities on hypertension and its associated risk factors are necessary to increase knowledge, says Junior Minister of Health, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams. She made the remark in her address to mark the observance of World Hypertension Day on Monday, May 17th.
To help to address the knowledge gap in communities, the theme from the World Hypertension League for this year's observance is Measure Your Blood Pressure, Control It, Live Longer. It encourages regular screening through community programs and routine clinic visits for accurate measurements to identify any at-risk persons and for early diagnosis. Although automated devices are also available for use at home, these measurements should be verified by your healthcare provider. The theme also emphasizes the importance of control once diagnosed. This is achieved through compliance with your doctor's recommendations, which may include taking medication daily and practicing healthy habits. These habits include maintaining a plant-based diet with daily exercise and activities to reduce stress.
Minister Brandy Williams also noted that the COVID-19 pandemic, coupled with its unfavorable impact on economies, livelihoods, and overall health, has hampered the prevention and control efforts across health sectors around the world.
The Health Promotion Unit continues to do its part to increase awareness and educate the general population on hypertension. This year, in collaboration with the Taiwan ICDF Chronic Metabolic Disease Project, the unit will be carrying out activities that include the use of its social media platform to share information on salt and salt reduction, edutainment sessions targeting high school students at Charleston Secondary School, and workplace health screening for small businesses in Nevis. I would like to encourage all of us to exercise regularly, avoid excess salt in foods, hydrate with water, check your blood pressure regularly, and take time to meditate. These simple practices help to maintain calm spirits and normalize blood pressure.
The health minister noted that data shows there is still a significant number of persons who are unaware that they are at risk for high blood pressure and do not seek care or take advantage of screening opportunities. Nurses Aldris Pemberton Diaz, Diane Morton, Joya Parry Lake, Janice Williams, Carlotta Vanessa St. Clair, Bevelyn Jones, Garolyn Hanley Saunders, and retired EMT Errol Somersall, retired senior clerk Mavis Maynard, and the late Jacinth Paul received recognition awards at the Nevis Nurses Association's Recognition and Cocktail Ceremony on Saturday, May 15th at the Nevis Performing Arts Center. Two persons received special awards, namely retired nurse Hildred Mintus Somersall and retired orderly Anthony Hicks. The awards were presented by Deputy Governor General Her Honor Hyleta Liburd, Junior Minister of Health, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, and the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Shalisa Martin Clark. Junior Minister of Health, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, delivered congratulatory remarks to the awardees at the final event to bring down the curtain on Nurses Week 2021.
In the words of Maya Angelou, they may forget your name, but they will never forget how you made them feel. I implore you to continue to make your clients comfortable at all times. In keeping with this year's theme, Nurses, a Voice to Lead, a Vision for Future Healthcare, I am confident that our nurses are poised to assume leadership roles in advancing the future of healthcare here on Nevis. And I say it again, I am confident that you, the nurses at Alexandra Hospital and in the rest of Nevis on the districts, you are well poised to make a difference in the health care of Nevis. Nurses, applaud yourselves.
The guest speaker for the evening was Assistant Hospital Administrator Chanel Brown.
You have continued to weather the uncertainty of COVID-19 and other health crises of our Federation during this unprecedented time. We are not declaring that we are home free because we see what is happening in neighboring islands. And it is said, when your neighbor's house is on fire, wet yours. You are the heroes that our nation looks to in our time of need and heroes that we cannot live without. Nurses, we salute you. We salute your invaluable efforts to nursing our population back to health year after year.
Song renditions and invocations formed part of the ceremony. The closing remarks were made by matron of the Alexandra Hospital, Chandrika Prasad Wallace. The theme for Nurses Week 2021 was Nurses, a Voice to Lead, a Vision for Future Healthcare. Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, will host his next monthly press conference on Tuesday, May 25th. The press conference will be held at the Cabinet Room on the second floor of the Social Security Building at Pinnis Estate. Premier Brantley will provide an update on matters pertaining to Nevis, and members of the press will have the opportunity to ask questions. The press conference will be broadcast live from 10 a.m. on Nevis Television NTV Channel 99, NevisTVOnline.com, NTV Go app, Nevis Television Facebook page, and Nevis Newscast YouTube channel. On Sunday, for the first time, the Department of Gender Affairs in Nevis joined the observance of World Day of the Boy Child. Junior Minister of Gender Affairs, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, noted that the goal of this day is to ensure that every boy grows up to be a man of integrity who can positively impact his family and society.
This day celebrates the contributions that boys make and can make to our communities. Our boys should never be forgotten, so we pause to highlight the challenges they face on a daily basis and the issues they overcome as they develop. We should all help to protect our boys from the harmful influences of society. There is the need to teach our boys to be strong and responsible individuals as they mature so they can handle peer pressure and the other stressors of this world. This will ensure that we have boys who will grow up to be able to manage their households. Each day, our boys are faced with identity battles, trying to figure who they are versus who others want them to be. I encourage all of us to focus on the well-being of our boys. Do things that make them happy, healthy, and feel valued. They need to understand that Nevis and the world on a whole need them and that they are treasured.
World Day of the Boy Child was first observed in 2018 and has since been celebrated each year on May 16th. The Ministry of Gender Affairs and the Ministry of Agriculture, in collaboration with the Jessop's Cotton Ground and Barnscott Fishers Association, hosted a fish pot making workshop in celebration of the International Day of the Boy Child, which is annually celebrated on May 16th. Junior Minister of Gender Affairs, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, during the closing ceremony on Saturday, May 15th, spoke of the idea behind the project as well as the objective.
Our boys are challenged day by day in different facets of life. They are challenged. And so we want our boys to know that we have them in very high esteem. We want them to be as productive as they possibly could. And we want to let them know that there is a place for them in community building, in nation building, and in the overall development of St. Kitts and Nevis. This workshop has spanned 2 weeks, and we I was here last week, and in conversation with the youngsters, they are enthusiastic about this new trade. They have a plan in how they are going to move forward after this workshop. One thing I could say is that the COVID pandemic has forced us to be creative. It is indeed necessary for us to adopt other skill sets so that we can subsidize our income. And this is one incredible way of subsidizing those income.
A total of 20 boys participated in the workshop, which took place at the Jessup's playing field. One of the participants was Tiger Brown.
The fishing program was a very good program put in place by some wonderful people. So I would like to say thank you to those people who give us the opportunity to learn how to raise fish pot.
The workshop took place on May 8th and 15th. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Hughie Sargent, was also present at the closing ceremony. He noted that the workshop was an important one and pledged the continued support of the Department of Marine Resources.
I want to, on behalf of the ministry, congratulate the Ministry of Health and Gender Affairs for taking this initiative. I mean, when Mrs. Forbes and Ms. Jeffers came to my office, I don't think it took more than 5 minutes for them to convince me that this is something that the Department of Marine Resources should support. If we promote fishing, and if we want to continue to promote fishing, we have to continually replenish the stock of talent that we have on the island. I thought it was excellent that the leadership of the Jessup's Cotton Ground and Barnesgut Fishers Association would have decided to facilitate this workshop.
Certificates of completion were presented to the participants by Minister Brandy Williams and Hughie Sargent. Also in attendance at the closing ceremony were Project Manager in the Department of Gender Affairs, Catherine Forbes, Facilitators Alexis Tyson and Robert Clark, Director of the Department of Marine Resources, Lemuel Pemberton, and other invited guests. The Department of Agriculture is set to host a sale on Tuesday, May 18th. Chief Extension Officer Steve Reed went into detail about the sale.
We'll be having most of the farmers on the island on this stretch of street offering their products for sale to the general public. We'll have fresh vegetables, we'll have the fishermen and the fish corp, we'll have the abattoir, agro-processing and some agro-processors to be here offering for sale their products, which are all local and at rock bottom prices. We selected Tuesday because it has been a custom for folks to come to the market on Tuesdays to get stuff from the Dominican boat. So we will be able to show our local population that the products that we have produced here locally is on par or even way better than some of the stuff that is imported from our regional partners.
Reed was interviewed by a senior officer in the department, Shakima Hanley. The sale is one of the activities being hosted for the month-long celebration of Agriculture Awareness Month, being held under the theme Eat Locally, Boost Immunity. The sale begins at 9 a.m. and will conclude at 5 p.m. And that's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.